Am I the a-hole for meeting my nephew's ex-fiancée and splitting my family apart? I, 33 male, live overseas with my wife and daughter and have for about a decade, so I rarely get to visit home. Last Christmas, we flew back so my family could finally meet our newborn daughter. My close friend is basically my parents, my older sister, in parentheses 45 female, and her kids. The important one here, we'll call Greg, 26 male. Greg has been with Danny, 26 female, since high school. They have a 5-year-old son together and were engaged until Greg left her last year to date his coworker. According to Greg, Danny was manipulative and controlling, which she admitted to and apologized for. The situation was ugly, but we stayed out of it. When we arrived home, Greg was living at my parents' house while my dad renovated the home he'd bought with the coworker. Oh, he is Greg, not the dad. Okay. We met her, everything seemed cordial, and there were no issues. But 2 days before Christmas, we still hadn't met Greg's son. Every time we asked, Greg had some excuse about work or Danny supposedly refusing to bring him over. My wife used to be friends with Danny, so she messaged her directly. Danny immediately said she'd never been asked and would love to meet us. Okay, so Greg's a fucking liar. So we arranged to meet Danny and the kid for coffee on Christmas Eve. My dad casually mentioned this to my sister, who immediately called Greg to let him know what we were up to and how disrespectful it was. Greg stormed out of work early and arrived just as Danny pulled into my parents' driveway. He told her she wasn't allowed inside, barged in yelling that we were going behind his back, and started causing a scene. That's suspicious. That's weird. My wife and I explained that Danny had never done anything to us, and Greg had dodged the topic every time we asked about his son. Greg said we had no right to contact Danny directly and that he wasn't going to cave on this. At this point, my wife was crying and my parents were screaming at him, so I gave in and told him fine, we'd cancel. It wasn't worth the drama. Danny left in tears, and my wife went upstairs to be alone, but Greg kept banging on about how we'd betrayed him and how he wouldn't forget it. I finally snapped and called him an entitled little prick who had ruined my wife's Christmas over a cup of coffee with his ex. He tried to get physical with me before my parents threw him out. Like, bro, this guy is a walking red flag. Like, my guy, I hate to tell you this. No, I don't even hate to tell you this. Just kidding. Like, my guy, you have a child with this woman. You have to at least be able to be cordial with her to the level of she can talk to your family. Like, bro is very clearly trying to hide some shit right now. Right after that, I angrily called Danny and told her we'd meet her anyway, and that I didn't give a shit what Greg thought anymore. We went for coffee, exchanged gifts, and talked about everything. That's when we found out Greg hadn't been paying... That's when we found out Greg hadn't been paying full child support and had been dodging weekends with his son for over a month because of illness. Danny suspects that's the real reason Greg didn't want us or my parents talking to her. Okay, so like, Danny was manipulative and controlling, which she admitted to and apologized for. Are we sure? Are we sure she wasn't gaslit into thinking that she was the problem here? When we got back, my parents were helping Greg move his furniture out. Apparently, he'd come back for round 2 while we were gone. My dad told him he could move into the house he'd bought with his coworker because he was done renovating it for free after all of this. That's insane. Free labor from someone you're lying to about that. About himself and the partner that are going to live in this house that he's renovating for free. That's fucking insane. Before Greg left, I asked if he really wanted things to end this way with his family. He said no, so I shook his hand and agreed to move on. My wife tried to do the same, and he told her no thanks. After that, I told him we were finished. Wait, so OP was genuinely thinking about keeping this to himself? What? Nah, bro, I'd be spilling that shit ASAP. I'd be like, y'all are never gonna believe what this fuckstick be doing. That's crazy. That might be a little bit of a, you're the a-hole small toss in there. Like, don't enable Greg to be a bum dodging his own child and child support. On Christmas Day, none of my sister's side of the family came to see my daughter or exchange gifts, even though they live a minute away. Even the younger kids who had been visiting daily suddenly stopped coming over. They said they'd been drinking and didn't feel up to it. I was pissed, but I offered to come visit them instead. My sister said we'd need to leave within 30 minutes because Greg was coming over and would get upset. We obviously didn't bother going. The next day, Greg called my dad asking why he hadn't wished him Merry Christmas. My dad basically told him it should be obvious and hung up. 10 minutes later, my sister called saying she felt sorry for Greg and thought we owed him an apology. Okay, I'm trying to read up to. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to look over this again and see where the older sister comes into play here because I don't think she's been mentioned up until this point, and now she's being kind of a dick to OP? Like, what? I snapped and told her she caused all this drama in the first place and couldn't make time to see my daughter after we flew halfway across the world to see them. She called me a spoiled piece of shit and said she couldn't wait for me to leave again. We never saw any of them again for the rest of the trip. Since then, my sister has stopped letting her kids visit my parents, and my parents haven't spoken to her or Greg since Christmas. Greg also told Danny he'd pay more child support and spend more time with his son if she cut contact with my parents, who she'd gotten close to since the big fight. Danny told him no because her son barely got to meet his own grandparents until the drama at Christmas, and he has every right to have a relationship with them. Chad, did I miss some shit? Did I not read a paragraph? Yeah, okay. I'm like, did OP tell anybody about Danny and the situation that Greg is putting her and the child in? Hey, Asian Fury in the house. Good to see you. I hope you're having fun on your trip. What up, Dry Tilly? Like, I'm more just trying to understand here. Like, does the older sister even know the fuck shit that Greg is pulling? Like, it seems like the parents know. Like, OP kind of implied that my dad basically told him it should be obvious and hung up. So, like, I think the parents know, but, like, OP never said, yeah, I spilled the beans to my entire family, and my sister is still dying on the hill that Greg did nothing wrong. That's what I'm confused about. I don't know, maybe there's 3 more paragraphs. Let me see if maybe OP clarifies. My parents are pretty much alone now, outside of extended family and Danny visiting them. My sister's kids are no longer allowed to visit them except when they sneak in after school, and they've had 0 contact with my sister or Greg since Christmas. My mother had a couple of surgeries during that time and hadn't received so much as a card. They bought Danny and the kid tickets to come with them to visit us in our country. The little guy is super excited to travel and spend more time with his little cousin. Greg is threatening legal action to stop the trip because apparently in the UK, you technically need the father's permission to take a child abroad, even after separation. My guy's not paying child support. Let's take some legal action to his bum ass. Who also, by the way, just purchased a new home and got free renovations from OP's dad. He could find money for that shit. Well, not for the free renovations, but he could find money for the house, but not to pay his damn child support. Sorry, guys. I think I'm a little bit off. Boop. Okay. So now my family's split in half. My parents have no one to take care of them, and there's potentially a court battle because we had a cup of coffee with my nephew's ex. Am I the a-hole for sticking to my guns on this? I mean, I don't think you're the a-hole, but I kind of need more info on, like, did you tell everybody? I'm really confused. Like, if you told everyone, then your sister's really fucking dumb for dying on this hill. But, like, maybe I'm misremembering, but I don't think OP said he explicitly told his sister. I think it's implied that he told his parents. I mean, I think we should be encouraging Danny to be taking some more legal action here, right? Hey, bro, go get that child support from your bum-ass ex-husband. He's kind of locked into that shit, you know? Or use that as leverage to get full custody of the child, because ain't no way should Greg be trusted with a child. Oh my God, you guys, this is OP's nephew. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I for some reason, I might have been saying cousin, but like in my brain, I didn't register it. So like the older sister, that's her kid. So like, okay, I see now. She's probably just siding with him because that's her kid. I'm going to assume that she knows the fuck shit that Greg is pulling. Okay. Okay. Chat, was I saying cousin? I genuinely can't fucking remember, bro. Nephew, cousin, same shit. Not really, but like that. Forgot how to breathe, chat. More importantly, how to swallow. Just swallowed a bunch of my, or like inhaled a bunch of my spit. You swap between the two. Got it. All right. That's my bad. That's my bad. I forgot that it's a nephew, not a cousin. Okay. I mean, still not justified, by the way, chat. Should probably clarify that, but I probably switched between the two a little bit. I apologize. Sarby swallow game is bad. Just ask your grandpa, bro. That shit's on par. All right? You're welcome. Now you guys got to worry about your grandpas too, bro. Not the 5 dots from MBEM. Chat, let me check for an update, maybe? Nope. They hide their posts. Fuck! Bro, let me fucking read your shit, bro. Come on. You can't drop some juice like this and not allow me to fucking look around a little bit, you know? Okay, I think this commenter is encouraging OP to encourage Danny to take legal action. OP did reply to that saying Danny does have a government-provided lawyer who's been giving her a lot of help, but unfortunately she's either afraid of Greg or still has feelings for him somewhere preventing her from going scorched earth. I'm kind of hoping letting her see what other people think of this situation will push her in the right direction, though. I sure hope so, man. Somebody needs to tell her, like, hey, dog, your ex fucking sucks. That guy's a boner. Let's go scorched earth on him. If anybody deserves it, it's that fucking guy. Branching out into grandpa's right in time for Pride Month. You're welcome. Ben choking on those ashes. You right. You right. My grandpa died last year, so now I'm real worried. Listen, Cherry Soap, RIP your grandpa, but just know he's not safe. Even dead. Don't you worry. Hey, what up, Angela? Crowned ally. You right. We inclusive. We inclusive. All right, chat. I say we keep going. Unfortunately, no update on that, at least as far as I know, but would be very interested to see where that goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hope Greg gets his, I hope Greg gets what's coming. Alrighty, chat, here we go. Am I the a-hole for getting my driver's license before my brother's wife? Me, 21 female, and my brother, 32 male, had a big fight recently, and he mentioned that I never listened to him as a younger sister. And the fact that I got a driver's license before his wife made him very hurt and upset. Bro, you're a 32-year-old man. She is a 21-year-old woman. What do you mean I never listened to him as a younger sister? Like, that doesn't even really make sense when you're kids, you know? But as adults? That, like, I'm sorry, did you never grow the fuck up? Like, that's some manipulative ass shit you say to your younger sibling so that you can be player one on the GameCube, bro. That's not what you say to your 21-year-old sister who's just getting their license. So, the story starts from me asking my mom to start funding for my driving lessons since I don't have enough money, and I told my brother that I'm going for driving lessons, so he came up with an idea that his wife and I should go for driving lessons together. I agreed with it, but I wasn't totally with the idea since I don't like his wife much, and I'm the type of person to always do things alone, but I still agreed. First, we started off with theory. Okay. First, we started off with theory lessons, and both me and his wife passed the test. Then we started to take lessons together in the driving school for very beginners. I think it took a couple of weeks, and the second test was approaching. In parentheses, there are 3 tests in total. The second test was for parking, and I got the date for the test first, but she didn't because the instructor thought that she needs to practice more before the test. Okay, so she's a bad driver. The day of the second test came and I aced it. After I got my results, I told my family about it, and then my brother told me to wait until his wife could pass the parking test, but I told him that I already want to start taking, not talking. Okay, OP. But I told him that I already want to start taking the on-the-road lessons. But I told him that I already want to start taking the on-the-road lessons since it's getting too hot outside. And what if his wife would maybe not pass the second test? And I would be stuck taking driving lessons when it'll be 50 degrees Celsius. Is that hot, chat? I think that's hot, right? That would suck. Ain't nobody want to be sweaty. He, of course, said no, and I, of course, did not listen. Yeah, as a 21-year-old woman should do when their 32-year-old brother is overstepping, trying to tell them to not do something because his fuck-ass wife is a bad driver. Like, bro, here's the thought. Maybe lock in on teaching your wife how to be a better driver instead of being an annoying older brother. Maybe you should not harass your little sister and take your wife out driving so that she's not as bad as she is. 50 degrees Celsius is 122 degrees? Where does she live? The sun? God damn. Chat, what places in the world are also like that? Wow, that's a lot hotter than I thought it would be, chat. Probably Arizona, but why would they use Celsius? It do be getting that hot in Arizona, I forgot. Yay, global warming. South Africa or Australia. Got it, that actually makes sense. I booked a couple of classes with my new instructor for the on-the-road lessons, and when he found out about it, then he did not even confront it face-to-face with me first and just called my mom. Mommy, my 21-year-old sister is getting her license before my, I am hoping and assuming, 30s wife. And me as a 32-year-old man has a problem with it. Like, bro, if I'm the mother, I'm listening to this call and I'm like, wow, I fucking failed. I raised a loser. But my mom did not care and said that it's fine to do what I want since it's just lessons to get my driver's license. His wife got the date for her parking test. She took it and she failed. Like I said, bro, lock in. Teach her how to fucking park, bro. How do you fail a parking test? Maybe parallel parking, actually. That shit's kind of hard sometimes. I knew what the situation would be like since his wife is not that smart. I told my brother that I knew what would happen, and he was still upset that I, his sister who is 21, did not listen to her older brother. He is the type of guy who's conservative and is very into his culture and is very into this culture where women should be controlled and can't be independent. Shocked and appalled. Oh, no way. Your brother's a fucking loser. Ah, who would have guessed it? Meanwhile, I love to get freedom and be alone and do whatever I like as a woman. He is still upset over this thing to this day and at the way that I am. Am I the a-hole for taking the driver's license early because of not wanting to be out in the extreme heat? And am I the a-hole for not following our culture's rules, which so clearly favors men? You're the a-hole. Oh my God. Like, no, what the fuck? Like, girl, contemplate low to no contact with this idiot. Like, that is just ridiculous, man. Is the stream lagging for anyone else? It should just be for you. My stream settings are saying that my stream looks pretty. I think that's just you. God, I can't, like... Like, controlling your wife is already insane, but trying to control your sister is, like, the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. Like, bro... I just think you have to be such a... Excuse me. I just think you have to be such a deeply insecure man to be sitting there like, my sister and my wife needs to listen to me. Bro, why? You sound like a fucking dumbass. A lot of the men that I've met like that, they barely know how to fucking tie their shoes. Why? Nobody should be listening to them, let alone women in their lives who they can take advantage of. What did Emma say? How can it look pretty when you're on screen? Okay, so that was mean. Mbem, you kind of cooked, but what the fuck, dog? Who burned Sarby? Mbem. Get him. Get her, chat. Get Mbem. Sick him. Guards? I'm just kidding. We don't got no guards. Raya's out. Mbem, you're so iconic for that. Addie, stop. Don't encourage her, bro. Controlling your younger siblings controlling your younger siblings stops being normal at like 7. I mean, I think controlling your siblings in general should just not be normalized. Trying to is normal, right? Like trying to play the, oh, I'm the older kid card, you know? Like that's just going to be natural no matter whatever sibling that you have. Like that is just a common sibling rivalry thing. But like that shit's crazy to me. I'm trying to genuinely remember, like, I'm pretty sure me and my siblings were kids when we would try to pull that, like, player one shit. WMBM. Okay, I hate you all. WMBM L Sarby. You know what? You can't even spell MBM's name right, Shrek. So, like, get out of here, bro. Ooh, Chaos Reigns. That's tough. L parents. Wait, why does he want his wife to drive? Isn't that prohibited in the manosphere? It probably serves him some sort of purpose. You know, if they have kids, you can finally drive the kids for me so I can just do nothing. I'm just realizing that someone's name in here is Mo Bounce Baby. Mo Bounce on what, bro? Crazy. Let me check if there's any updates on this chat. Okay, no post updates. Let me look through some of the comments, though. Ooh. Yikes. OP did clarify, not comfy to say which country I'm from, but I'm in the Middle East. Yikes, that's a bad country to like be a progressive woman, to be a progressive woman around a very insecure, dangerous man. Ooh, OP, I'm wishing you the best, bro. Nobody is more dangerous than a fragile, insecure man, bro. How old is this wife and why is it a secret? I wouldn't be surprised if this wife was the same age as OP, bro. Especially after hearing that. Not talking shit about Middle East people, obviously, but like the culture is different. Of course, we side with MM. Why Beans? Why would you do that? Why is your name Beans, bro? Why you stealing my cat's name? It's pretty L of you to do that. All right, chat, let's keep going. Let's keep it going, y'all. I want plenty of time to play Subnautica because I'm a little addicted. I can't lie. It was so fun, chat. I was having such a good time. Okay. All right. Let's keep it going, chat. Here we go. Really quick, if you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 87 people watching, 57 likes. That means there's 30 of y'all. 30 of y'all that need to like up the stream. All right. Okay. If I could get that shit up to 70, that would be sick. 70, that's 13 of y'all. That's less than half of y'all. I know you can like up the stream. If you guys are on Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Here we go. Oh, wait, I read this one. Yeah, no, chat, I read this one. Just kidding. We're skipping to the next one. Am I the a-hole? I agreed to help my sister for 3 weeks with her kids, but I left after 2 weeks. My sister just gave birth to her second child a month ago. She asked me and my wife to fly and stay at their home for 3 weeks to help with childcare and chores while she recovered and got used to being a mom of 2. I work from home and my wife does not work, so I reluctantly agreed. I was reluctant because I am going through a stressful period at work and my wife and I are on a break from... Oh, okay. I was like, damn. Oh, that's a crazy... Sorry, let me finish reading that. And my wife and I are on a break from trying to have our first baby after 3 unsuccessful tries last year. Ooh, that's so tough too, to be around like 2 kids. Like in a lot of ways that can be perceived as like salt in the wound. I agreed because she seemed really anxious and has a BTS concert to go to soon. She needs someone to help her husband with the kids while she flies out to see the concert and fly back the next day. Chat, they could be talking about Vegas. BTS is literally here this weekend doing like 4 concerts. When was it? So it was written 15 days ago, chat. No, that timeline doesn't actually add up. Just kidding. She and her husband are currently on parental leave for the next couple of months. Even before my wife and I got to their house, she was texting me about how frustrated she was with her mother-in-law and my parents who were there before us because she expected them to do some chores. My sister complained about how she and her husband weren't getting any rest at all since they had to pick up the slack on chores. I assured her we would do our best to help with chores and kids. Okay, a month ago. So, like, she's still healing, right? Chat, don't let the dumb man tell you how this is supposed to go. How long does it take for somebody who just have a kid to like, maybe not completely heal, but like heal up to like an acceptable level? I thought it was 6 weeks, but it could be more than that. Anybody? Bueller? Depends on the injury. Is 6 weeks vaginally? It's a minimum of 6 weeks. Okay. So like, maybe the sister has a little bit of merit here in terms of like, your girl's still healing from pushing a whole child out of her vagine. I need some assistance. Okay. That's good to know. Uh-oh. My nightmare began as soon as we arrived. First, I didn't realize they wouldn't pick us up from the airport. They covered our plane tickets, but we had to cover the $50 Uber from the airport to their house. When we arrived, she asked us to do our own groceries so we would have our own food because they prepared special food to sustain her breast milk production, and she didn't want us to eat it. I'm sorry, sue me, but as adults, that's super weird. Like, I think bare minimum when you host somebody, especially somebody who's going to help you out for like 3 weeks, you fucking feed them. Like, my sister stayed here for like not even a week because we traveled, and I bought her hella food. I think that's just a thing that you do when you host people is you feed them. Or at least figure out some sort of eating plan. When we started to cook our own food each day, she appeared annoyed at us, and later on I found out that it's because she expected us to ask her first if she and her husband needed anything before we started doing our own thing, because we had to do our own groceries. Their fridge got full, and she complained about the fridge being full even though 98% of it was their food. All right, she sounds insufferable. Listen, I always try to give pregnant or ex-pregnant people the benefit of the doubt when I can. Your sister has very quickly lost that benefit of the doubt. You know, like she is an entitled terrorist to you, bro. My wife and I did all the chores each day, making sure their house was tidy every night, but my sister still was not pleased. We spent all day with her 4-year-old, but my sister was constantly correcting my wife and I in how we interact with her 4-year-old, asking us to not reprimand her kid, even when her kid was hitting us, and saying some pretty mean things since she wanted her mom only. Oh shit, it's one of those kids. The kid disliked my wife so much that she lied to my sister that my wife punched her, in parentheses, she did not, and my sister confronted us about it. My sister told me that it was okay if we wanted to leave early because our presence created more stress for him. Sorry, guys. I got this fuck-ass frog in my throat, and it's killing me, bro. Ooh, there's an update on this, too. Well, get the frog out. Thank you, anus-eating amoeba. Save the frogs. The water's turning the frogs gay, chat. What can I do? I might have to make some water. Nope, that's not what I meant. I might have to make some tea. Put a little lemon in your water as you drink it. It'll help. Bold of you to assume I just have lemons sitting around, all right? I am a man living by myself. You think I have fucking lemons laying around here, bro? I actually do have avocados, I can't lie. But I bought the avocados. Well, I have been trying to eat some avocados because they're good fiber and healthy fats. But also my little sister loves avocado. Go make gay frog water. Literally me anytime I'm peeing. Read Mbem's comments? No. Mbem lost reading privileges. Because she was mean. My sister told me that it was okay if we wanted to leave early because our presence created more stress for them than relief. So after 2 weeks, I decided for us to leave a week early because the situation felt like slavery. My sister has sent me text messages after we left telling me how she doesn't think my wife is good enough for me because my wife apparently can't do chores, wants too many breaks during the day from childcare, and can't take care of kids. This fucking bitch, bro. And there's something wrong with... Bro, come on. And there's something wrong with my wife since her 4-year-old doesn't... And there's something wrong with my wife since her 4-year-old doesn't like her. I responded and gave her my opinions about her insane expectations on free help. In parentheses, she was so insistent on exactly how everything needed to be done that I had nightmares, and that I don't need her opinion about my marriage. She messaged me again telling me that I always twist everything and I'm acting like the victim here, and that I'm never there for her. Bro, like, that's so crazy because that's exactly what she's doing. Oh, woe is me. I can never do anything wrong. I'm always the victim. I'm always right. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm entitled to everything. Like, my guy, low to no contact. Sounds like your sister is insufferable. I have not responded to her since her last message. That was very hurtful. Am I the a-hole? And then OP did provide a little update here. Yeah, I mean, before the update, not the a-hole, abandoned family ship, you know? Like, not only does she sound awful, but like, it sounds like she probably is creating an awful family, right? Like, where's the fuck-ass husband in all this, by the way? Bro's not working. Why isn't he doing some of the chores? Why do you need 2 people traveling to you so that you can get shit done that you need to get done yourself done? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then to critique them the whole time? Like, bro, either... Oh, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. Why, frog? Why frog voice? Why frog voice now? Why? Evil. Evil. I forgot what I was going to say. Fuck. Thinking. Give me a second, chat. I don't know, bro. No, TLDR. This just sounds like an insufferable family. If you keep them around your family, it's going to harm your relationship with your family and your mental health. This woman sounds fucking crazy. We're done with her. Like, I think you just need to have resolve to be like, my sister's crazy. And anything that she says, it makes sense to a crazy person. Therefore, it shouldn't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Normalize identifying crazy people and just not letting what they say affect you. Pure bliss, chat. Pure bliss. Sarby is finally entering puberty. Chat. Oh, y'all want to torment me today. This is crazy, chat. Go make some tea. I might, honestly. Bitch, I might. Okay, y'all just talking about my frog. Let me read this story real quick. Or let me read this update. Little update here. My sister has sent me a text message full of cuss words that tears down my entire character. She told me that my life is full of drama and I only bring toxicity into everyone else's lives. That's crazy. Coming from the source, insane. I believe she's talking about the hardships that I have been through in life and mine and my wife's recent difficult baby journey that has caused us not to be as available. She mentioned that I had never been there for her in almost every milestone in her life, despite me being there to help her. Despite me being there to help her after her first and second kid were born, and also lending an ear whenever she was stressed or angry about something in her life. She said that I make everything about myself because I previously mentioned to her that I will now be setting my boundaries since my help and kindness has been taken for granted. That's so crazy. Like, talk about the kettle calling the pot black for real. I think you just either like her message or honestly downvote it. I think that's even funnier. When someone sends you some fuck ass shit, just hit it with the downvote. Maybe send the 8-ball pool game in the game pigeon in the iPhone game pigeon and just call it a day. You know? She also mentioned that she was always there through all of my hardships, but in reality, I keep a lot of my feelings hidden from her and never ask for her help out of fear of being an inconvenience and being judged. She said she asked us to leave their home for the good of everyone, not because she was kicking us out, and said she will always believe her kid over anyone. I guess it's not terrible, but like also that's crazy when you're raising a fuck ass kid that like can't be reprimanded. I don't know. That's a recipe for disaster. I was so anxious to read her message that I had to ask my wife to read it first to tell me how bad it is. I'm going no contact with my sister for as long as possible. Good for you, OP. Maybe a little bit of therapy to digest this and really understand like how much of the fucking victim you are of just like the most evil sibling you possibly could have gotten to come out of your mother's womb. Like, oh my God. Just oh my God. She sounds entitled. Her and her husband, granted, I know nothing about her husband, but I'm just assuming if he procreated with this woman, he has to be equally as bad. Like, not people you want to keep in your life. Like, who needs them? Who needs them? Life is too short to deal with shitty people, chat. I just firmly believe that. You know? Keep the goodies around, and if anyone shows you that they're a baddie, and not in the fun way, not in the good way, like, ooh, girl, you're a baddie. Kick them out. Give them, what's the shape of Italy, chat? The boot. Give them the boot. We're going back. Hey, oh my God, I forgot I turned that into an emote. That's so funny. Chat, throw the boots in chat. I can't believe I forgot about that, bro. That's so funny. Chat, let me go make a quick cup of coffee not a quick cup of coffee, a quick cup of tea. It should take me like maybe a minute. And then we'll read maybe one or two more stories, and then we'll get into the Subnautica playthrough. All right, chat? Subnautica. Oh, this one's interesting. Would I be the a-hole for repeatedly telling someone that she eats babies? The fuck? I'm curious. Chat, I'm running some ads on Twitch really quick. Okay, I'm coming. I'll be right back. Everyone take a little hydration break. Oh, fuck. I forgot my water. Hold on. Ooh. Where is B? Hold on, let me go check. Chat, I don't know where Beans is. Let me look around for a second because I get anxious whenever I don't know where he is. Hold on. Oh, there you are. God, you scare me, bro. He has like a new favorite spot in my closet that he likes to hole up in. That's where I figured he was, but he doesn't hang out in there a lot, but when he does, bro, Bean, say hello to the people. Oh, he warm. That's a warm boy. Yeah, you miss Auntie. I don't blame you. I also miss Auntie. Oh, he purring, chat. That's a purry boy. I can tell by the tail swishes. He's not a huge fan of being on my shoulder right now. Wow. Oh, hello, Mr. Beans. Wow. Thanks for being here. That's one spoiled, rotten kitty. Yeah, you can tell by how fat he is, man. Not Sarby exploiting his child for YouTube views. Listen, I was just worried. I didn't know where he was, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I get anxious. If I don't know where Beans is, I'm like, he fucking escaped. He escaped. I know I saw him since the last time I opened the door to my apartment, but he escaped, bro. He fucking Houdini'd his way out of my apartment and he's fucking playing leapfrog in traffic right now. Like, that's where my brain goes. Even though I know for a fact, bro would not, like, he probably would just hang outside of my door. Like, bro would just chill there. Sarby, Reddit on Wiki gave you a shout out on their live stream the other day? Wait, no way. What were they saying? What were my boys saying? Does anyone have the timestamp for that? Could someone look for that? I'll watch it on stream. Shout out to Reddit on Wiki boys, bro. Those guys are goats. Hey, what up, Jaden? No worries. Welcome to stream. We need a hello, Mr. Beans emote. Honestly, I need to upload all of Lovecat's emotes. I haven't done it yet just because, guys, I'm so bad at this streaming shit, bro. I really am. I am the worst streamer to have ever streamed. The only thing I'm good at is going live and being entertaining. All the other shit, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I am just, like, I am that picture of SpongeBob, like, as a kid. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Kid SpongeBob. Like, this is, okay, this is literally me, chat. This is literally me trying to stream, bro. This is also me, but with your grandma. But this is me when I stream. Like, when you guys are seeing me live, like, this is who is live, bro. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I'm just there. I just figured out how to press start streaming and stop streaming. That's it, bro. That's what happens when you cross streams. Okay, why? Sorry, I just put the Reddit on Wiki clip in Discord stream discussion. If you rickroll me, I'm gonna be pissed. Also, guys, Beans is still here. Hello, Mr. Beans. All right, who was it? Who is in chat like, oh, I can't wait for Beans to come and show hole. There it is. I forgot who it was. It was one of the new people. They're like, I can't wait. I can't wait. There it is. Just fucking showing his whole asshole to you, bro. Yeah, bro, we're talking about you. You want to sniff the tea? You can't drink it, though. It's very hot. Oh, I don't think you like it. Oh, he sniff? Is that my sniffy boy? The sniffiest man that ever sniffed. The sniffiest man that ever sniffed. Where the hole at? That's crazy comms, just peachy pie. Crazy. Sorry, but do you have one of those hot water dispensers? I do. I pay for a Culligan. The tap water here kind of sucks. Unless you have it running through like a filter system. Like clockwork? No, for real, bro. So much slander happening in chat. Shrek, you're literally known in my chat for telling my cat to show hole. You can't call it slander when we could pull up VOD after VOD of you telling my cat to show hole. Can you believe this guy, Beans? Oh. Are you going to hang out right here with me? Do you want to react to the Reddit on Wiki boys with me? What are the Reddit on Wiki boys saying, bro? What are they saying? Oh, I got to put in my headphone chat. Sorry, buddy. Beans sniffing my eye drops because your boy's got dry eyes. Kai sent the screenshot of the timeout. That's so funny. You put it in stream discussion? Oh, it's on Discord. Okay. Bro, if this, listen, chat. All I'm saying is, chat, if this is another piss kink shout out, I'm gonna be pissed. I might have to get the lawyers involved, bro. Oh.
Sorry, I'm hung up on Resilient Sage, who says Sarby calls them cum trophies. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
This is funny because number one, you got it wrong. I called them cum souvenirs. Shout out that one guy in Am I the Devil who said that and we hate him. He was evil, but that's unironically the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Shout out that guy. Also really funny because both of them are so wholesome. Reddit on Wiki is so much more wholesome than me, I feel like. And they're just like, cum trophy. Cum souvenir. Replay that? Fuck.
Sorry, I'm hung up on Resilient Sage, who says Sarby calls them cum trophies. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Sarby is unhinged. We do love Sarby.
Sarby has the greatest names for things.
Dude, Sarby streams, I'd be popping in there every now and then. Like the way every single person is probably just roasting him on a chat. This is the fucking funniest shit in the world.
True.
It seems like he's in a battle with this chat most of the
time.
True.
Which is great. Shout out Sarby, man. If y'all haven't listened to some of the collabs we did with Sarby, we did one with him last year, and he also hopped in our charity live stream. Y'all go subscribe to him. He's funny as hell.
I honestly think we should have him back on this summer.
Yes.
Maybe when one of us is away, we can have him on as a replacement guest.
Oh my god, absolutely, awesome. Bro. Absolutely.
Love Sarby.
I need to have them on my stream
he plays
too.
Hockey too, right?
I don't know if he still does. He used to.
I just played today.
That's sexy, motherfucker.
I had 3 goals. Ah! Dude, 1v1, me versus Josh. Come on, bro. They need someone for a month? Bro, I'd tap in. I'd absolutely tap in. Rated G for Gooner. That's crazy. Dude, I need to have them on. I really want to do my own charity stream and have them on. I would love to get them together, bro. Don't get me wrong. I can do the virtual stuff. Like, I love doing the virtual stuff with Kai. Bro, when Kai and I fucking collab in person, bro, we are gonna, like, the content that's gonna come out of that is gonna be so fucking sick because I am just way better when I collab with people in person. When I interact with people in person, it is just, like, so much easier for me to, like, make jokes, feel the vibes, like, you know, like, play tennis of, like, playing improv together. Like, Kai and I are gonna be fucking terrorists to each other. And I'm so excited because, like, she gets it, bro. Josh is building a house. I'm so jealous, man. John is traveling and Sean's expecting a baby. Yeah, I knew that about Sean. Congrats again to Sean. Do it in the maid dress? I'd do it in the maid dress. Honestly. Dude, imagine I'm like, yo, guys, like, come through for a stream. They come through and it's just me in a fucking maid dress. Tell me that wouldn't be funny, chat. Tell me that wouldn't be funny, bro. He just started his vlog, Josh building his house? No way. Where? Where, bro? I need that. I need that content in my life. Chat, does anyone know? Does anybody know what that is? Please. On Patreon. No! No! I want to see that shit, chat. Shit, I might have to pay for the Patreon, bro. Chat, can I confess something? Oh, what up, Raya? I was on a date with one of the roster men. Also, I'm doing Yeast Gang stuff tonight. Oh, dude, don't worry about it. Raya, I totally get it. Listen, Raya, if I were paying you, I would expect maybe some sort of timeliness on it, but I'm not paying you, bro. So, we can figure that out. We gotta schedule that. We definitely gotta schedule that. I hope the date went well, bro. Damn, dude, I want to see that content, man. If you beat Josh at hockey, he wouldn't be able to go home. Canada would shun him. Okay, I'm not going to lie, though, chat. I don't know what Josh's history with hockey. I played a lot of hockey. Like, growing up, bro, I did hockey on hockey, bro. Like, I do be doing that shit like that, you know? So, like, I'm pretty damn good. Not to sit here and slob on my own shit, like, but, like, I'm pretty good at that shit. I think it's in their $15 tier, but Josh is going to make his own YouTube channel. Dude, please. Please. My mom wants me to, like, do, like, a new addition, like buy a house in, like, a neighborhood where they're, like, newly building houses or whatever. I don't know if I want that schmoke, though, bro. I'm too busy. I would much rather, like, have something ready to go so that I could just, like, move in and stream hella. I don't know if it'll actually become a serious thing, but he was a nice boy. You know what? We like a nice boy. Damn, not y'all saying heated rivalry. Josh has a wife, chat. Right? Or maybe just a fiance. He has a partner, chat. He did say he would put it on for free even if it's on Patreon. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, wife. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. It's wife engaged, right? I could be wrong about that. Maybe they're all booed up. Shout out the boys. Shout out the Reddit on Wiki boys. They're all married. Okay. Cool. Chat, we got to lock in here. I want to do one more story and then we got to hop over to Subnautica. Okay, chat? I'm honestly, y'all, I'm so fucking excited to play Subnautica. That game is fun, bro. That shit is so fun. Unironically, like, some of the most fun I've had playing video games in a while. Ooh, good for the throat. They don't call me the throat goat for nothing, chat. That's your grandpa and your grandma, you know? I love Reddit on Wiki, but I can't afford their Richie Riches platform. Yeah, I get it. I get it. $15 a month is a lot to commit to. That's kind of, don't get me wrong, I might start a Patreon eventually, but like you guys would be getting content that is like, I think more like not reading Reddit related. Like I honestly, y'all, wait, let me fucking tease this because I think this would be fun. If I could make streaming my full-time thing, I think a daily vlog would be so fun, but it goes on the Patreon. I think that'd be hella fun. Maybe I just record like what's going on for the day on my iPhone or something like that, but you just have like maybe I spill little tidbits of stuff that people want to hear, but like a daily vlog, just that I shoot on my phone. At the end of the day, it gets sent over to my editors, and then the editors go ham chopping it up and uploading it. Like it doesn't even have to be like very well edited. It's just like video clip of something happening. Next video clip of something happening, you know? I think that'd be so fun, bro. I think that'd be so fun. Get ready with me to go on a date with my chat's grandma. You right? I think that'd be fun. I low-key might start that. I might do that for a week just for shits and gigs. A week of just like me vlogging to my phone. That'd be kind of fun, honestly. That'd be kind of fun. All right, chat, here we go. Let's rock and rip and rock. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We do have 80 people watching, 74 likes. That's pretty damn good. But if you haven't liked up the stream yet, please do so. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on the post notice so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Scully Dog, I can't remember if I thanked you for resubscribing for 3 months at tier 1. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know if you're still in here. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I thanked Amy Cakes for the 100 bits, but in case I didn't, thank you again, Amy Cakes. Okay. Here we go. Would I be the a-hole for repeatedly telling someone that she eats babies? When my partner, 58 male, and I, 41 male, ordered veal, a friend, 69 female of his, said she wouldn't be having the veal because she doesn't eat babies. After the 3 of us got our meals, she again announced she doesn't eat veal or lamb because she doesn't eat babies, and went on to enjoy her chicken. I like the veal, but her remark was untimely to say the least. She visited a few months later, and for some reason, in parentheses I can't remember, she announced her stance again, even though we weren't having lamb or veal. Okay, that's just fucking annoying. Like, don't get me wrong, not the wildest about veal, chat, but I didn't know. If you eat lamb, does that mean you're eating a baby? Like, no matter what kind of lamb you have, are you always eating a baby if you have lamb? That makes me really sad because I eat lamb, not all the time, but like once every 3 months, and I didn't even know that. I really want Sarby to have a guest on the show and have him read them an unhinged story like Coconut Story or Tree Lover Story. I'd probably do that with, that's what I was going to do when Hope came, if Hope was going to come on. I'll stream with Hope one of these days. We'll make her listen to the Gaycation or the Butter Story. Lamb is baby sheep? Is it actually? Damn, I didn't even fucking know that, bro. I'm so stupid, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure that's very common knowledge, but your boy is stupid, all right? I've never sat here and said I'm the smartest human being in the world. I do be kind of stupid sometimes. Okay, sad. You guys are saying it in chat. Like, it's not like she's wrong, but also, it's giving like holier than thou. Oh, I don't do this, so I'm gonna bring it up over and over and over again because I clearly had a problem with it. Later, when my partner said she would be visiting again, I decided to do some research. I discovered chickens are killed younger than lambs and calves for the meat, both in absolute terms and as a proportion of their natural lifespan. Lo and behold, at an afternoon gathering with various other people, a wedding menu was discussed, and she proclaimed, "I don't eat babies yet again." I said, "But you eat chicken." Oh my God, OP wants all the smoke. Here it comes, bro. Friend replies, "So, OP, they're only around 6 weeks old when they're slaughtered for meat." Friend, no, they're not. They're fully grown. OP, that's because of how bred and fed. I'm guessing they meant to say that's because of how they're bred and fed. Friend replies, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. I shut up so as not to cause more of a scene. Months go by and she visits again. I swear her I don't eat baby stance must be core to her identity because I kid you not, she announces it again. I'm seething inside, but I don't say anything. Listen, I don't want to be mean, but she is 69 female. Maybe she's just forgetting that she's saying this over and over again. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, it's still annoying, but like, I don't know. This seems like not the battle to pick. And if you really have a problem with it, like tell your partner, like, hey, she's kind of annoying. I don't want to hang out with her that much. Like, it doesn't even sound like you guys hang out that much. This is over the span of like 4 or 5 months, bro. Someone said, he 69, nice. You right. I swear her I don't eat baby stance must be core to her identity because I kid you not, she announces it again. I'm seething inside, but I don't say anything. I can't seem to let this go. She says it in a way to me that to me comes across as so more. I can't seem to let this go. She says it in a way that to me comes across as so morally superior, which I could possibly tolerate if I believed it were true. Here's what I want to do. And would I be the a-hole for doing it? Next time she visits, I want to say with authority, you either stop eating chicken or you stop saying I don't eat babies. If you continue to do both, you're a liar. Yeah, Humble Pun Queen, I'm kind of on your page. Humble Pun Queen threw up the everyone sucks here. Like, don't get me wrong, is she fucking annoying? Yeah. But I think that's just something that, like, after you guys have dinner, you and your partner, like, gossip together. Like, can you believe this bitch keeps saying this? Like, that's so fucking annoying. Like, haha, he, she's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm like, I feel like you shouldn't be getting your panties in a wad on this one, OP. Like, just... She's 69. Clearly, you've brought it up once, and clearly, like, it doesn't matter what you say. She is not going to be like, wow, maybe I should stop saying this because I don't have my information right. Like, this is just going to cause problems. And, like, I'm kind of curious, like, what does your partner say about this? Like, if he keeps bringing this friend around, clearly he likes her enough to, like, want to keep her in your lives. So, like, what is this going to do other than cause issues for something that I feel like you could just be like, okay, Granny, Grandma's on her rant again. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for that, but I'm just kind of like, who the fuck cares? Yeah, Resilient Sage said it, and I honestly think it could be true. She probably doesn't remember. Damn, wait a few years, then you'll never have to hang out with her again. Who knows, bro? Maybe this is a super healthy granny and she lives to 100. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for the next 31 years of her life, she's gonna, well, I don't eat babies. I don't eat babies. Okay, boomer, moment. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, chat, what if this is her stim? Maybe Grandma's just stimming. I don't eat babies. She saw it on TikTok one time. You're right, I don't eat babies. I don't eat babies. Like, chat, new vocal stim just dropped. You're just randomly in a conversation. I don't eat babies. Like, That would be such a funny out of context vocal stim. Okay, belt. No, Sarby, if she did eat baby, she'd live longer. I don't know where that's coming from, but I hope you're wrong. What, guys, we have to look at the comments. Like, what the fuck are the comments saying here? Why do you let this insufferable person keep visiting? I mean, great question. I would love to know, is your partner like super close to them? Someone said, I don't know. I feel like please stop talking about my food and I'll stop talking about yours is good enough. Or just shut up about the food already. If you give her the talk about stop talking about my food unless you stop eating chicken, it gives her the okay. I mean, if she stopped eating chicken, would it then be okay for her to whine about babies? Yeah, that's actually a very good point. You're just giving her an opening to whine more. Or sorry, you're just giving her permission to whine more if she follows your correction. I would just be like, hey, dog, when you do that, it's super fucking annoying. Stop. You know? The fact that the people in this story range from being in their 40s to their 60s is utterly and completely astounding to me. The sheer childishness on display is staggering. Hot take, chat. A lot of older human beings who have not healed are massively childish. Like, I think everyone at some point has met somebody who's older who has like a weird childish thing that they cannot let go. But it is ridiculous. It is very ridiculous. Isn't a lot of it from lead poisoning? I don't know, maybe, bro.